Howdy guys, how we doing today? Today we're going to do the ice planet. I want to show you guys a couple without messing my camera up here. I'm getting it blurry. Okay, this is what we're going to be doing, something similar to this. These are just my experiment ones that I test and decide whether I like it or not, and then go from there, and if I like it, you guys get to see how I do it. My planet ones, how to airbrush a planet, has been doing great. So I thought I'd do some more of these for you guys so you could see how to get that 3D effect. Sorry, the words just don't want to come out today. Yeah, here's the same thing, just the different colors. Yeah, you guys can see them. That's just a tri-colored one. Learning the shadow and the light, where your light source is really basically what gives you that three-dimension look. This is another one. Yeah, and it's just all about what you want to do. And then I did my super planet, which I'll be showing how I did this one in another video, but today it's just the planet itself in the back and the special effects. Let me show you something in these two. If you look at the stars can make the difference too. Where and how big or how small the stars are can really change your thing. This one, I got the stars on my place there. You can see them. I got them all over my scene, and I shouldn't have got them there. That will ruin this effect. So those little things can make a big difference, where in this one, if you see, I did the same thing. I didn't think about it when I did it, and I pulled the plate up too soon, and I got stars inside here. This really would be another planet that would be behind this one in the darkness, and then the light reflecting out around it. So there would be no stars in here. Them little things can make a big difference in your painting, in your depth. The darkness behind there is what makes this look so far behind, that give it that depth. Same thing here, and I started to realize it after I started to do it. And the more I stare at them, then I started to see what I was doing. And this one had a shadow. It's all about all them little things, guys. Them can make or break your painting, honestly. I'm a beginner at this myself. This is only 1 year of airbrushing I've been doing. All these things that I do, I've learned on my own. I practice, I play. I'm not doing this for a living. I'm doing it for fun, to hope to inspire somebody else to give it a try, because like I said, I've never done this. I was inspired by the spray can guys. Excuse me. Seeing them go out there and 10-15 minutes whip up this amazing 3D effect painting with a couple of spray cans and some saucers. I'm like, really? And I thought, I wonder if the airbrush that I bought the airbrush for doing details for painting different arts that I do. Design like models, things like that, different kinds of things you want to do. And so I got a couple of different containers, started painting some different stuffs with it, and yeah, this is where I'm at. Now I can do the galaxies. This was my last one. Yeah. On that one, as you see, you get the nice 3D effect here. The dark with the light, the moon, the reflection. All my light sources are coming from the same spot. My galaxy. I mean, I can perfect a lot of things. I can do a lot better at some of it. But when you can paint things like that you've never painted before, or never even thought you could paint, yeah. Anybody can do it, guys. Anybody. So let me sit down and show you guys how to do this. I ran out of my Bohemian blue. So any teal blue will work for this. I mean, you can make it dark blue. It really don't matter. You pick the blue you want. I wanted the ice planet look, so that's why I went with this. And then the whites. And I wanted just to look like a cold, like Uranus, Jupiter, any of those planets that are like frozen, icy planets. I was going to do the ice planet. And I may put this up as ice planet. Just a big blue ice planet. So yeah, let's do this. The quick, simple. We're just going to get our little bit of idea where we got to keep our colors in. It's just, the only reason you really do that is you don't want a heavy. If you wanted to go with a lighter color around here, you'd have to cover it in white. So you don't want a solid, heavy line around here that you have to cover up later. So we want to do that as lightly as you can. If you're planning on doing it, if you're going with the black, it really don't matter how thick that is. So just come in with your color, adjust your brush. And remember guys, nothing in airbrushing messes anything up. But when you start, you want to decide which side is going to be your dark side, which side is going to be your light side. Where's your light coming from? Mine's going to be coming from over here, so I'm going to get less color over there. And I'm going to go with the darker over here. Now you don't always have to make it solid either. You can break some of these colors up and leave some lights and darks. Because I'll show you in a minute here what we're going to do with this. Mainly this back edge I want nice and dark if I can. That's going to be my darker side of the planet. And then it's going to get lighter as it progresses. And there we go. Okay, that's dried pretty good. Now we're going to take some phthalo blue and just a real light mist over it because I want some contrast in here for depth. So we're just going to add a little bit. Let me fill my gun up. What I'm going to do is go on the back side here a little bit and break this blue up. And this is going to give me just a little bit of depth with the different colors. And you'll see why here in a minute. Okay, that's dry. One quick little tip here, guys. Most of my paints I use, my airbrush, are like any of the little bottles you can buy. Apple Barrel, Deco, Testers. I just collect whatever color I see I like. You know, I don't specifically buy airbrush paints. They're very expensive. But if you're only having fun, I mean, if you're going to do this for a living, you might want to pay the extra money for the actual airbrush paints. But if you're going to use on those, don't use the white. Buy some titanium white. This Liquid X is awesome. I really stand by this. I tried all the other whites, and they're just, there's no white pigment to them. So if you want to spend extra 10-15 bucks and get a tube that it lasts for a long time, honestly, and you use a lot of white in paintings like this, especially with the space scenes and the lights and the brights. And so let me show you guys here. Now we're going to give our planet some effect. Like I said, my light source is coming from here. This is going to be my dark side. So my main concern now is to get me my light here. But in these paintings, as you see, I brought the shadow around for the effect, or the light. This one I went very faintly. So it's really how much paint you put on here. You can use pretty much anything to make this effect. You can use paper. You can use a fan brush. Anything that you can just drag. You could probably even take your hand and just drag it across. Whatever you do, it's just going to be more amazing and cool. So give yourself different ideas and try different things. Don't just stick to one thing because I said the paper or the brush. Try something. Aluminum foil. Try a piece of toilet paper, a piece of paper towel. Whatever it is, you'll get different effects from it. It's amazing because you never know what you're going to get. So just a little tip there. So let's put some white in here. Put my gun up. Now we're going to start with the edge first. This is not your main bright. You're just doing this for the effect right now because you're going to bring this in. And this is basically just to get rid of some of that color. I want it to get a little wet so I can drag it. Now I'll show you guys both effects here. You start out here, pull in. Put some pressure on it, don't be afraid. Now that wasn't thin enough, but it gave me a cool edge. So now what we're going to do, we're going to come in here. And we're going to open up the gun. Oh, sorry guys. My button's stuck. But always remember to go with your, picture your plants around. Don't go like up like that against it. Try to go that way. That gives you that nice curve effect and gives your plant some shape. If you were just going to blot it, you could do however you want. That's fine. But if you're trying to get this effect, this is going to give you that spear effect right off the bat. The harder you pull, your colors mix really well. And gives you that nice, just keep going all the same way, basically. Now you could do the other way. If you want to come in with your black and have your two curves coming together. Give everything a try, guys. Don't be afraid to try. Nothing is a failure. It's all going to come out some way, somehow. Always try. Now we're going to go to our lighter edge. This is where our light's going to be. What we're going to do is we're only going to take part of that when we put the cover over right there. So we're going to get the effect of all of them and some of that white. That white out here is just to get rid of some of the blue because I had the white in there. Next we're going to do the black. Okay, now we got the black. Now we're just going to come in and follow our spear effect, but in the black. And I always start out away from my painting first, work my way into it. Now this is something you got to learn to work into adjusting the color, how dark, how light. It all depends on your planet, the colors you're going to use. So this is something that practice will make perfect. It took me a while to figure it out. I'm not going to say I didn't. I still don't have it totally down. You never do until you actually have done it enough times that you got it down perfectly every time. The whole thing is start dark here and fade in with your light to the light, I should say. And then as you see, when we set that there, we're going to pick up both light and dark. This is what gives you the three-dimensional look, honestly. I did many paintings and could not figure out why my planet looked like it was just painted on a piece of paper. This is what does it. I'm not an expert, guys. Like I said, I've only been doing this for a year, and this is just fun. This is just playing. But I'm trying to pass on my what I've learned to anybody else who wants to do it. Let this dry for a second. We'll put the lid on it and go from there. Okay guys, now we're ready to put this on there. Make sure, I made many mistakes many times putting this on here and my white or black was not dry. And what will happen when you put that on there, and then when you pick this up, you're going to have a mark here that's going to ruin your whole painting. That will ruin a good 3D painting. You can go back over it sometimes, which I have, but that error is a beginner's mistake. So after you've done it a couple of times, you'll figure it out. Don't do that. Okay, now we're going to try to center our little thing on here. What I want to do is I want to get some of the black and some of my pattern that I put here under my glass. That's not why I use a glass one. I just happen to have this one that fits. Yeah, that looks good right there. Basically, I go by what I put out here and I look underneath there. So now we're going to go with the black. Open my gun up. This is plain and simple. We just go around the whole thing in black. So we'll probably speed up right here and let you guys get to the more interesting part afterwards. It's just cover the whole thing in black. And that's it. And then we'll do our stars and our effects afterwards. Okay guys, black's all dry. Now we're just going to take a stiff little brush. You can use a toothbrush, whatever you want. We got some white, titanium white. Just going to get a little dab on there. And I like to just make sure it's up in the bristles. Now we're going to do this half of it. Remember, the farther away, the smaller the stars. The closer you are, the bigger the stars. So if you want two different effects, you do the small stars first. Getting you those nice far away stars that are way, way far away. Then we'll come in with a little more paint and give us some big stars. Which is always cool. You can even go to another extreme, keep a lot of paint on there, and do like so. Now we're going to leave this open so we can put our star in there and our planet, and then not have our stars all over it. Basically, you're looking at two parts of space with this. So first, now that we got our stars in, let's go ahead, check out our planet. Pretty darn good. Now we're just going to take this and move this ahead a couple inches. Trying to still keep it level here with the top of your planet and down there. You don't have to be perfect because you just want it to look like a planet behind there, coming out from behind it, the shadow one, and you're getting a reflection of the star behind it. I don't want to go too close to my edge. This is only artboard, guys. This ain't even a canvas. I just use plain artboard to do all my paintings on. It's cheap. It's easy to use. So yeah, let me throw some white in here. Okay, now we're just going for that. Start in the middle, work your way out. You always want the middle to be the brightest. Okay, I want a little bit more to come out. Oh, almost blew that off the table. There we go. Okay. Now at this point, if I want to put stars in here, I could put stars in here. Because I have that covered, my inside in there behind that planet is inside. So we're going to throw just a couple out here. Not many, just a little bit. Just to get some effect. Now, let's come in with our star. Let's do our moon first. For my moon, all I do is take just a little tube. I don't even know what I got off. I think it was tape. This happened to be a nice cylinder. You can use anything that you got, a tube out of, toilet paper, whatever works for you. Set that there. Now remember, this is our bright side, so we want one side darker. So when I spray, I'm going to spray on this side of the thing. So this will be my bright side, that'll be my dark side. Oh, we got a little brighter than that. I thought I was getting white paint out. Let me turn this so I can see, guys. I gotta try to reline this up. I don't want a shadow. Voila. Now we have a nice little cool moon or planet, whatever it might be. And then just some cardboard, paper, not paper, something stiff to an effect. This is just a piece of cardboard. And then we're going to throw our star in here. I press it right up against there. Start it in the middle. Work your way out. We got one. My paper is messed up. Let's go with the center one. Oop, that ain't gonna work. Same thing here. Oh, paint overran. Now here I'll just touch it up with a little black. Not a problem. All I gotta do is take this, cover it up right there, spray a little light black in there, no problem. Put a star in our center there. And let's come in with a nice little, let's do some shooting stars. Take a piece of, this is just the index card. You get that shape. You can see it's like a wing shape. Teardrop. We're gonna have one shooting through here. One over here. My gun keeps sticking. Not liking that. Then we'll have one shooting up. Okay, what I would like to do here, what we're going to do, is we're going to turn this one to another star. So we don't have to worry about it. Like I said, nothing's a mess up, guys. I crinkled my paper, sorry. Boom. Oh, I had a little run there. Not a problem. Let's see if we can clean that up. No? Okay. Let me show you how to fix that, guys. Okay guys, as you see right there, that ran underneath my lid and the air pressure shot it into there. So I'm going to show you guys how we're going to fix that real quick here. Let me let you guys focus in here. I'll bring it down. Okay. Now I got black in here. And I got my gun set down as low as it will go, so I'm barely putting any paint out. We're going to work from here over to that way. Now we're just going to let that dry layer by layer until it's gone. And then what I'll do is I'll put my lid back on there. If I get any black over, it don't matter because I can cover that up with the white again. So the whole point is now is just to get rid of them little white lines. Alright guys, that's it. There you go. Now you can turn this any which way you want it to look. I mean, whichever. There's no front, there's no back, there's no whatever. However you want to do it. But I hope it inspires you to give it a try, guys. It's that simple. Keep the dark side, the light side with your lights, wherever your light's going to be. Even if your light's not showing, pick a side that's going to be your light side and your dark side. That's where you get the 3D effect. So I hope it inspires you. If you liked it, leave a comment. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button, please, for me. That really does help me get my channel out there. I don't clear coat these because, like I said, this is just plain artboard, ready board. So yeah, when I do some on canvas, I will go ahead and clear coat them to give us that nice shiny depth. If you'd like, add your clear coat in. If you're gonna like put in a picture frame or something, the clear coat is gonna give it a lot more deeper effect also. I don't waste it because I'm just doing these for fun and to show you guys what to do and how to do them. But if you want to go ahead and do that, that definitely will add a big depth to it and change. Experiment, try, don't be afraid. Like I said, nothing is a mess up. You can fix just about anything. You can always start again. I mean, just have fun with it, guys, honestly. Peace. Later.